Hello and welcome. Welcome to my writing den. This is where I get it all done. Exactly what really are the life difficulties that seem to keep you from your purpose in life? Yes, this video blog is about your purpose in life, ridding life difficulties, searching and clarifying your core life objectives can help you shift forward with higher emphasis and quality each day of your life, specifically in these unclear and difficult times, establishing clear goals and objectives, as well as fine tuning your purpose in life, will make it a lot easier to overcome adversity that all of us are faced with. Hello, everyone. My name is James Nussbaumer, and I am the author of two great books that talks very much about adversity and overcoming them because I experienced them myself and from the harshest of conditions had to overcome adversity. The first book is called The Master of Everything, a story of mankind in the world of illusion we call life. And its sequel is called Mastering Your Own Spiritual Freedom. Both of these books are published by Ozark Mountain Publishing Company and are on sale everywhere books are sold. And I'm very proud that the third book is on its way out. We just signed a contract on that, and it's soon to be released. It's in the editing phase right now. But, let's take all of this thought about life difficulties and what is our life purpose, and not knowing your purpose in life into the realm of your true essence by asking yourself two questions. If God is just, can there be any problems at all that justice cannot solve? Next, do you believe that some injustices are fair and good, necessary to preserve and protect yourself? These are the problems that we think are great and cannot be resolved. Isn't this what we are doing when we drop bombs on other lands? But we tell ourselves that we try our best to minimize the death toll of the innocent. Isn't this what we did when we took land from the Native American Indians? Because if we didn't, someone else would have. Isn't this what we do when we spank our child and say, this will hurt me more than it hurts you? It seems there are those, we want to see suffer loss in the world, and no one, we wish to see being preserved from sacrifice. What I mean is preserved from sacrifice entirely. We want to see, it seems like we want to see people have to make sacrifices. Isn't other people's dirty laundry what we like to see, especially when it's someone we feel is more successful than we are, such as the problems of movie stars that clutter the media all over television that we see? Don't we kind of like to see their dirty laundry and see that they're having problems, so it makes us feel as though that we're not alone or whatever? When they are exposed, the problems of the other people, the other dirty laundry that we want to look at, when they are exposed, doesn't this give us a sense of safety? A Course in Miracles asks us to consider our special function and purpose. It's a function and purpose in life that is given to you to see in your brother, sister, who her perfect, sinless identity, only heirs, that's all, no sin. That's what A Course in Miracles says. And I'll repeat that because I may have confused you there. But it's a function and purpose in life that is given to you to see in your brother or your sister, A Course in Miracles says. There, his or her perfect, sinless identity, only heirs, that's all, no sin. What do I mean by no sin? Well, errors in thought are easily corrected. Sin is only the same illusion as the error in the thought that made the illusion. And do not ask that your brother or your sister, make sacrifices. Now, I'm not talking about your siblings from your family. When I say your sister slash brother or your brother slash sister, I'm talking about the everyday people, humankind that we run into. Do not ask your brother to make sacrifices because you do not want him to suffer loss. If you can't do this, what I mean is that you are only seeing his body, and therefore you must be only seeing your own flesh and bones, nothing beyond that. Now think about this for a second, for a quick moment, but don't dive too deep into it, but just kind of keep it in the background of your mind as I continue. If this is so, you are lacking the sight of truth. It is there. The truth is right there in front of you. You are not flesh and bones. You are more than that. You are behind that. That is the truth. You are just holding it back and are afraid to accept the fact that in this world, flesh and bones will deteriorate. Ask the Holy Spirit to help you see another way of looking at the world. The Holy Spirit, meaning your divine inner reality, your true inner self, nothing outside of you, but something within you. Just by asking the Holy Spirit, which is you, your inner divine self, just by asking that part of you that is beyond flesh and bones, just by asking, you are willing to see the truth and on your way to your own purpose while you're in this world. A Course in Miracles goes on and to say but many things, and has also helped me to see that what we are doing by asking this is calling out for the miracle of justice to heal us as surely as our brothers, our sisters out there in the world, the rest of humanity, as sure as them. The Holy Spirit, like I'd said, or we can say, your inner divine self will not be content until it is received by you and errors in thought are corrected. When you ask this of the Holy Spirit, it means to him that you are giving yourself for your purpose in life, and by your giving it, he can ensure that everyone receives it equally. Now, when I say he, mentioning the Holy Spirit, I only use a masculine overtone because that's kind of the way we seem to talk when we talk about God and the Holy Spirit or whatever. But you can use she or whatever. In fact, you can call the Holy Spirit Louise or Edith or Katie or anything that you want. It doesn't matter. But so when I say he can ensure that everyone receives it equally, we're just talking about your own divinity. He, she is just something we use in our humanistic form, and that's how we relate. But now that you have absorbed that truth that I'm trying to bring across to you, now that you've absorbed this truth in you, think how great your own release will be when you are willing to receive correction for all your life difficulties. And when I say correction, I'm not talking about punishment. When I say correction, I'm talking about undoing of the thought process that the Holy Spirit, your divine inner essence, wants to help you do by understanding that, wants to help you undo these ways of thinking so you can live your purpose in this world and so you can feel at one with yourself rather than what others say, that what others dictate that you should believe. You will not keep a single problem because that pain is not a part of your function. You will not want it. You will no longer seem to own problems in your life, and you will see every little hurt and life difficulties resolved by the Holy Spirit. And I like to use the term Holy Spirit as a traditional sense, and so does A Course in Miracles. But the Holy Spirit is nothing more than who you are at your core. We are all interconnected, and we all have that same inner core, and that is the Spirit that keeps us connected. I love using the word the Holy Spirit. I was raised on the Holy Spirit as a Catholic all my life, and now I can better see and understand what the Holy Spirit really is. All of them are little in his sight. And when I say them, all of the problems that we have are nothing to the Holy Spirit. All of them are little in his sight and are worth no more than just a little sigh that he says before they disappear, to be forever undone and unremembered. That's what you can do with your problems, your conflicts, and the things that you're faced with in life. That's how you can rise above adversity. You know, what once seemed to be big life difficulties, errors in thought without a remedy, or an affliction without a cure, has been transformed into a universal blessing, we can say. Or we can further add and say that that's your purpose in life. You know, sacrifice is gone, and then it's in its place. Its place is, you know, your knowledge and acceptance of the truth. You've replaced sacrifice. No longer need to sacrifice things. Just acknowledge the truth about what everything is. You don't need to sacrifice. Sacrifice is replaced by the truth. To your purpose in this world, the truth about your purpose in this world. That's what you're doing. Replace sacrifice with the truth about your purpose in this world. Hey, everyone. You know, I am so thrilled that you put up with me for these few minutes, and I had a blast discussing this, because it is a little deep. But if you dive into my books and you take it like you're reading a road sign driving down the highway or something like that, and just absorb it and block out all the problems that are in the way, and just look at yourself, look at your true essence, overcome them problems, rise above adversity. It's really pretty simple to do if you throw out what only seems to be difficult, what only seems to be difficulty in your life, what only seems to be a hardship. Block it out and rise above it. Thank you again for putting up with me, and I hope this makes sense. And by the way, if you want to learn more, in the description box of this YouTube video, there's a link there that will take you to my website, where you have the opportunity to subscribe to my Everyday Miracles newsletter. I'd love to have you. Thanks again, and God bless you.